right. Welcome everybody to a special episode of the Mofo Show. I'm Chaz, this is Ben, and we're here to relax the Star Wars universe and let you know that the movie itself was pretty good.
It's very good in my opinion.
You know, but there's a lot of haters out there right now for this movie.
So many haters.
So many haters, which I find really surprising, as this movie did everything that everybody wanted it to do, and still people are bitching about it.
Yes.
I don't understand why, because I think it hit every point that you want it to go. They kind of, how do you end a great story that's been going on for what, 8 episodes?
For like,
I mean, if you add this to other films, 40 years, all the episodes, all the comics, you're ending a saga, a big story, and I think JJ did a pretty good job. But first I'm gonna pass it over to Ben, because Ben had a lot to say about that. So, Ben, start this conversation, my sir.
I had a lot to say, like on that Friday and Saturday when I was seeing a lot of the reviews, and people just like, everybody just wants to be like a professional movie critic all the time. It's like, even if you are a professional movie critic, just sometimes you just don't have to be a dick, you know?
Yeah, it's the truth.
Just like sometimes, you know, it's hard for me to talk about this without getting angry.
It's good. We've never seen you angry on camera, so
I don't want to sound like an idiot, but no. My thing is, I can't stand when people go into a movie like they're investigating the crime of the century.
Facts.
It's like, just go and enjoy the movie. Try to enjoy the movie.
Exactly.
If the movie is that bad, where it's just like, I don't know what they were doing here, then I can see like, okay.
Hence X-Men.
Then you can say, all right, that was just bad.
Dark Phoenix.
I like Dark Phoenix. No, I didn't. All right, like is a strong word, but it didn't bother me as much as it bothered a lot of people. My thing, Star Wars fans just trouble me, because it's like, unless you can exactly recapture everything that happened in the original trilogy,
which you can't,
not good enough, which is impossible, because those movies came out 40 years ago. When everything they did in those movies
brand new,
was groundbreaking.
Yeah,
George Lucas was 20 years ahead of his time.
Yep, he really was.
In the 70s when they originally came out, and the 80s. So, yeah, you can't, I'm sorry, these guys, it doesn't feel new anymore, because it's not new anymore. You're just adding to a world that's already been built.
Exactly.
So, just enjoy it for getting more Star Wars. I hate when I look at a review, because I follow a lot of movie, obviously. I follow a lot of movie reviewers on Twitter and YouTube, blah blah blah.
Collider and all that stuff.
Yeah, all
right?
these people.
Yeah.
I hate when somebody starts a review, especially for stuff like Star Wars. It wasn't a perfect movie. You know how many perfect movies there are? 10.
Yeah, there's 10.
Come
10.
on.
10.
There's no such thing as a perfect movie. It's very rare. So you should never be starting a movie review is it a perfect movie? No. Obviously. If you're holding every movie to the standard of a perfect movie, then you're going to be upset by a lot of movies.
It's true.
So yes, obviously the Rise of Skywalker was not a perfect movie, but no Star Wars movie is a perfect movie. I don't care if it's the original trilogy or what. They were great movies. I love all those movies. But you gotta cut these guys a break. They can't go back in time and blow your mind for the first time all over again. That happens the first time, and then Now it's just those Star Wars world that you live in, and God, it just
I mean, if
beats me.
if people want to say perfect movie, I mean, even the original trilogy wasn't perfect.
No,
It wasn't.
there were so many holes in that storyline, but that now gets
Fixed.
covered up and fixed, and
Yes.
and the reasons everybody. I hate. Oh, there's so many questions still. Yeah, fuckface. Of course there is. It's a massive world. It's crazy how big the Star Wars world is, and I feel like people should just be grateful that you get to be in this world for a couple hours every time you go watch one of these movies, and stop nitpicking every little thing.
Every little thing.
It's like you had so many questions after the original trilogy. That's why the prequels. That's one of the reasons the prequels. You were so excited to see the prequels, is because there were so many questions that still need to be answered, and just there's so many things like the biggest plot hole in the history of Star Wars. How is it so easy to blow the Death Star twice? The guy, and then you get the answer. When did
Rogue One
came out? 2018.
Yeah. He did it on purpose.
From freaking the first Star Wars movie, which was what, 78?
Something like that.
70, I think 77, 78. All the way to 2018, that plot hole finally gets covered up. Now you can say, oh, see, it was a perfect movie.
Yep.
No, none of these movies are perfect. They're all fun as hell. They're all in a world that you wish you could be in for, because it seems so much more exciting than our world.
To be honest, it's like there's no perfect movies. There's great directors.
Yeah.
George Lucas was like, here's my story. I will go back and fix this later.
Yeah.
Let me leave these piles open so I can make more movies. Rogue One was based on that whole concept we just said. That's all it was. It was legit.
It was covering.
Why was the Death Star
in the history of Star Wars?
That's it.
And it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
That Rogue One is probably top 3 for me.
Oh yeah,
Star Wars movies.
Especially that Vader scene that nobody knew was coming.
Ugh.
Like, are we really getting this right now? Vader murdering everybody. I mean, like, have you guys played the new Star Wars game? Legit Vader. Like
I still haven't.
Oh, dude, like it's just they even with the games, the movies, like what movie world gives you freaking canon and everything? Especially the games, books, you got all this stuff and people are just bitching about it. Like I just never. And then like, oh, they're like, Marvel does it. Marvel copied Star Wars. That's the reason why their potion is so good. It's just like, oh, what did Star Wars do? Oh, that's right. Everything connects together. Let's do that with Marvel movies.
The giant universe.
Guys, Star Wars did it, man. Star Wars made this. Without Star Wars, we wouldn't have anything. None of these connected universes, connected books, Harry Potter. None of this stuff would be nothing without Star Wars. Sorry, guys. George Lucas made all of your dreams come true. Hands down. I'm sorry. It really did. It did. There would be none of this bullshit. None of it.
I have a tweet from Mark Ellis that, because I thought it was like everything that I was feeling is just, and it was like he put it into the best words. I'm able to remain calm and serene through this Star Wars fan schism simply because I've been here before. As a monster fan of Van Halen, I've witnessed the greatness, the missteps, the bickering, Roth versus Hager, all of it. But at the end of the day, after all the arguing, ranking, and crying, we still got the music and the movies. I love Star Wars and Van Halen because they never fail to make me happy, to be fun, and to kick ass. The point is that fandoms will always debate, denounce, and debunk.
Yep.
That's all well and good. Like what you like, leave what you don't. Maybe it didn't play out like you hoped or predicted. Remember to take a step back, look around, and celebrate that we even got these things in the first place.
Facts.
Because Van Halen and Star Wars, one hell of a party. That's one hell of a party.
It's true.
It's so true. It's like, just be happy that we get to go to the movies and watch Star Wars. It's like, I know in like 10 years people are going to look back on this trilogy and be like, oh, just like people came back to the prequels and it was like, all right, they weren't the original trilogy, but they were Star Wars, and
they're still good.
Even if you didn't like a movie, there was stuff in it that you could take out of it and that you liked.
I mean, I could sit here and be like, I'll be honest, like, okay, episode 2 wasn't that good, but it still was a good movie. You know, you're consistently getting a good movie. Like, you can't say a Star Wars movie was trash, except for, I mean, Solo.
I still haven't seen Solo.
It wasn't. You know what? Okay, let me take that back. Solo wasn't trash. It was just not up to par with all the other movies. By itself, good movie.
Better than Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones.
No. Phantom Menace, I love Phantom Menace. Darth Maul makes that whole movie. Attack of the Clones, you got to see all those lightsabers pop at the same time in the stands. Like,
yeah,
we got that freaking
great
moment.
scenes though, but as a whole.
Oh, as a whole movie, it continued the love of
that love story.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of weird, but
that was like 90% of the movie. Though.
Yeah, but you know what? I still enjoyed it because it was a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I know.
That's
obviously.
it. As soon as someone says Star Wars, I'm like, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be good. I'm not gonna get a terrible movie. So, I mean, well, with that said, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker review. What did you think of the movie, Ben?
I really like this movie.
Better than the last one?
I like it more than The Last Jedi, but I like The Last Jedi. This movie, it was just, I don't know, it felt like peak Star Wars. Like, it wasn't, I don't know if it was the best Star Wars movie. I don't think it was the best Star Wars movie. But it felt like Star Wars again. And that's one thing that JJ nails, that Rian Johnson struggled with. I don't think he failed at it. He definitely
tried to do his own thing.
He took some risks.
Yeah.
And some of them were good and some of them were like, okay. But JJ just, he has it, man. And I wish he had more of an input on The Last Jedi, because I think if he did that movie, I think The Last Jedi really could have been amazing.
Yeah, he pretty much said
if he didn't have to be the director or
producer.
But
was he a producer?
I don't think so.
No, right?
If he was very loosely, he wasn't. That was Rian Johnson's movie.
Because he said he gave him notes what he wanted to do, and Rian Johnson was like,
nope. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So it was like, but I think they should have given him more of an authoritative role. Just to have one vision, you know, that you need one, like you need that Kevin Feige character, and I know Kathleen Kennedy was supposed to be that, but obviously
didn't work out that way.
She didn't either have the creative mind or the knowledge or whatever it was that JJ has. Because this movie was awesome. So many things were in it that were just like, oh,
amazing. Seeing that,
gosh.
right? The light speed jumping.
So the light speed jumping.
That was pretty cool. I heard some people hating on that. How do you hate on something new?
Because people are just...
It's just crazy.
People, like anybody who said that this is just a bad movie, I don't know what to do for you.
No.
I mean, think what you want to think, that's your opinion, but...
They're like, and then what I hear is they didn't give enough screen time to certain people, but I'm like, no, all Star Wars movies do that. A person has a big screen time in the second movie. The third movie, they're there because... Star Wars lets you know these people are still there. Yeah. They just don't have such a big part.
They got a lot of people's story to tell, especially in this one, where you're dedicated to the new Trinity, but you still have the old Trinity, and you have to make sure they have their time.
Exactly.
It's even harder than the original trilogy or the prequel trilogy, because you don't have. Like the original trilogy was Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Padme. Yeah. And the old trilogy, obviously, Luke, Han, and Leia.
Mm-hmm. This one's Finn.
This one is Finn, Poe, Rey, Kylo, Leia, Luke, Han. Yeah. Like everybody has to get it, and then especially in this last one, because this is the last of the entire saga. Yep. That's what the other thing that killed me is people complaining about how much nostalgia and fan service. I was like, it's the finale.
It's the finale, yeah.
What we're doing finales.
Like, why do they have to bring Palps back? Because he was the big evil.
Listen, anybody complaining about Palpatine coming back,
that was
he was
phenomenal.
Awesome, and he was in way more of the movie than I thought he was, and he wasn't even in that much of the movie, but he played a much bigger role. Than I thought he was gonna play.
Yo, dude, when he went through, it was like, I've been the voice of Vader. And I was like, oh,
and he was
shit.
like, yeah, it was all the voices.
I was like, in your head. Oh, and
he was
shit.
like,
the Palps.
I think we can do spoilers now because it's
been. No, we can talk about this. I mean, they even like it's just that was just great. It's just.
I think him saying that Snoke was basically a dummy.
Which I called. I called that, man. I said he was gonna be a clone. I said it.
He wasn't a clone though.
He was a clone of him.
He wasn't a clone. He created him in a lab.
Well, he was a clone. He was a clone of himself, right?
Whatever that was.
Yeah,
but
he created a piece of him and made it to make this guy, right?
He was just controlling. He was basically a puppet, and so that makes more sense to me. Why
scars of cloning and everything.
But I'm talking about why in The Last Jedi, Kylo Ren was able to figure out how to kill him. Palpatine probably wanted that.
Well, apparently Luke did that to him, to Snoke. That's why his face all scarred up. He said Luke fought him. That's what Luke fucked him up. That's why he looks all scarred up and shit. I guess you're right. Palpatine influenced this guy, Snoke, to be whatever. Luke fucked him up, and then he started cloning him after that. So I think that's what happened. But Luke apparently fucked him up.
Gotcha. But I was just saying, in that throne room scene where that makes it understandable why Kylo was kind of able to pull that on Snoke, because everybody was like, "Oh, come on, Snoke is this all power." Yeah. He really wasn't. He was just a puppet.
He was a puppet.
And Palpatine wanted him to kill Snoke, to progress his
evil,
his dark side.
I like it. They played a lot of cleanup though, like from The Last Jedi. But
that's what Star Wars is.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, we gotta clean this up next one."
Yeah, we gotta cover that up. But
some people hating on the movie started out. And you didn't even know that he's on Darth Vader's planet where his castle is. I was like, okay, cool, but kind of people knew about it.
Yeah, it's just
dude, stop bitching about little things.
Everybody wants to be the ultimate Star Wars nerd that figured out, this is where this wasn't, and we didn't know. It's like
there's like two gripes I have this movie is the fact that Lando, at the end that was his daughter that he lost. So Lando lost his kid got stolen by the First Order. So there was supposed to be a whole plot scene where he's like a plot in the movie where
they definitely need to put that back in because.
And then remember at the end he goes
a super creep.
He was like, let's find out.
Figure that out.
And then you're like, oh, that's his daughter, and you can see that she's wearing the same colors as him. But that was supposed to be his daughter that he found.
God.
Because she got stolen by the First Order.
They did not.
Yeah,
they needed to take both those parts out, or put that.
Yeah, that was supposed to be in it.
He seemed like a super creep in that.
They're probably gonna do it in a comic book or something.
Let's find out. To little mama.
Yeah, so
okay, Lando, take it easy.
So everybody's like, that was Lando's daughter at the end. So he wasn't being a creep. He was just like, that was his daughter.
And then he had that creepy scene where he was like, "Said Leia, my love," and I was like, "Calm down, Lando."
Yeah, Lando was trying to.
What kind of love are you trying to send, Lando?
I mean, Lando is a player. And then the only gripe I have with this movie is I know I'm nitpicking right now. It's the only thing is at the end when Rey and Ben were going to fight Palps, and I wish Palps would have popped lightsabers. Like I wish they would have had like a.
He never popped the lightsaber though.
In the prequels, yeah, but
not to fight.
To fight, remember he fought Yoda.
Oh, in the prequels.
Yeah. So and he fought Darth Maul and his brother with like two double lightsabers. Remember? In Clone Wars.
Oh yeah.
He fought them. So that was the only time like he's popping. But or like I would have liked like when Rey was sitting down and she would have been like all these Jedi with him, which was let me just say that was fucking awesome. How many people they got back to say Rey, we're here with you,
that was awesome.
All this stuff and all these Jedi. Imagine all those Sith in the stands. Pop lightsabers. They would have fought them, and then all these Ghost Jedi would have came.
Force Ghosts.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. See, like
it would have been cool if they were the Force Ghosts. Just even if they didn't clash, if the Force Ghosts actually showed up when. I mean, it might have been a little. That would have been a little cheesy, but
it would have been.
I would have taken it.
I would have taken that. Like, and I also would have took because Palpatine had been cloning. Imagine he cloned Vader and he cloned. Like maybe Darth Maul or Luke, and they would have came and fought Ben, and like I just wanted one. All in all, I just wanted one last lightsaber battle. Well, we didn't. I know we didn't get that, but we got some cool shit, cool visuals, which is Pab's fucking people up. He's like, unlimited power. Oh shit!
If you didn't watch this movie in
Dolby, oh,
you did yourself a disservice.
Oh my god!
I mean,
the lightning crack
entire movie, those seats are rumbling like crazy.
Oh my god, dude!
When he cracks that, that force lightning and that boom, that right when he does it,
my god,
that one hit the soul.
That was so good.
That one hit the soul. That was so good.
That was good.
My one thing that I would have changed.
You would have changed?
Was her lightsaber color.
I mean, at the end she got yellow.
I would have changed it. I would have done purple.
Oh, like Mace Windu?
But not just because Mace Windu, because the purple. I mean, and I know this might get mixed with like legends and stuff. And stuff that's not in the universe anymore. But they always said purple was for Jedi who had maybe dabbled with the dark side.
Which she has.
Slight connection to the dark side, which she definitely has.
Oh yeah, she definitely did. Yeah.
So I think it would have been cool if she had a purple lightsaber. Yellow, I was just like, yellow's never done anything for me, but
I think they did that yellow thing because she looks like the girl from Old Republic. Have you watched Old Republic videos?
No.
Oh, okay. So we got to watch that when you leave. People out there know that they had the Old Republic, cinematic trailers that they had. They had a girl that looks just like Rey, and she had double-bladed pop lightsaber. Fun fact: that actually is her staff. She cut her staff apart and made the lightsaber.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. If you notice, it's her staff. So she's twirling around. But it also looks really, really close to Darth Maul's too. Her lightsaber, and I wonder if it's double-bladed. We just don't know. Because she turned the top of it, but I'm like, oh man, there's like a lot more.
We'll find out.
Hopefully, I mean, but they said they're not coming back for a while.
I know. It's smart. I mean, think about the gap between every, because Return of the Jedi to Phantom Menace was 15 years, something like that, 16 years. Mm-hmm. So.
Then we have the in betweens.
And then
that's where that Star Wars lives. It was Solo. It was Solo, Rogue One.
No, but I'm saying, when did
Force
Revenge
Awakens
of the Sith come out? Was that 03? Was it 02, 03? They came out back to back?
Yeah, back to back. No, it wasn't back. Was it back to back? No, it wasn't.
It was 04?
Well, it was 02, and then I think 04.
04?
Yeah, it was like 2-year gap.
That was like 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
10, 11 years, something like that. So I could wait another 10 years. I mean, it'll suck.
I mean, we're going to get, fortunate enough, we have the Disney Plus service, which is going to be awesome. We're getting Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. By the way, go support that fan film. That was, you got to watch that too. Kenobi, the fan film came out. Okay. So good. They're definitely, Disney's probably like, damn, he just took Matt of our ideas. So anyway, but Obi-Wan we're getting, Mandalorian season 2, and and then we're gonna get little movies. Apparently, they're gonna do a lot. They're going back to single movies. So I'm wondering if we're gonna get something with maybe Ezra or Ahsoka soon, maybe. So, but one voice we didn't hear was Ezra's. So Ezra might be still alive.
I think they did that because he's not relevant to the movie universe.
No, but what's the Kanan was there? Kanan's voice was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he was one of the voices.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You didn't see the breakdown? Like somebody went through and did
watch Star Wars.
All the voices.
I couldn't watch any Star Wars reviews.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
It was making me too angry. Yeah. I was listening to this one review. I can't remember which one.
Oh god, here we go.
But somebody was being super negative, like just treating it like it was like filth, and it was like, I get if you didn't like the movie, but don't act like the movie was beneath you. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it anymore.
I listened to it for crazy,
like 4 minutes, and I was just like, I can't.
Guys, we got. What was the second one movie called? Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
We had that movie, and we made it through, guys. Like for real. Like I mean, that movie wasn't that bad. Like this movie is awesome, man.
Revenge of the Sith.
Rey fucking killed Chewie for 1 second. We all thought that happened. That fucking level
how badass was that Force battle though? I was like,
let me tell you this motherfucker right here. This asshole saw the movie before us, right? So we went to see this movie with us, and he just watched the reaction when Chewie died, and we were just like, ugh. I was like in tears, bro. That shit fucked me up.
You had to feel what I felt.
Oh my god. But
when she did the lightning. When I thought Chewie died.
Was Katie cry?
That was I don't know.
Did Katie get emotional?
I don't think so. She's not as attached as I am.
Chewbacca.
But
Chewbacca, he got his medal.
That was Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that's good.
See, my crowd for the first movie was way better. Like, they applauded for everything.
Yeah.
Our crowd on Friday night, which was crazy because usually the Friday night crowd
Oh, it's crazy, yeah. We went 10.
But they were not.
They were just like.
We had a real mellow crowd.
Well, you know what was great? I saw a father and son next to me. They were right next to me. And the kid was just loving everything. I was just like, this is Star Wars. It's just the kids. Like, it's for the kids, man.
That's the other thing I don't like. These movies were made for kids originally, and they're still made for like the imagination of a child.
Dude, they don't have to show blood. They don't have to show blood to make a successful movie, and people don't realize that. Even the blaster fire is like, but it looks good.
That's one thing I always wonder is like, what is stormtrooper armor worth? They get shot right in the chest.
You know, it's like, crap. They have the worst armor.
Like, what is their armor made of? Fucking Ziploc bags?
Oh, what's her name is dead, I guess. Captain Phasma.
Yeah, that was the
character.
Biggest merch character.
Yeah.
You know? It was like almost as bad as Boba Fett.
Oh, Boba Fett.
What a waste.
I think, but you know what? Honestly, I think Boba Fett's coming back one time. So I think they're gonna come back.
I think
Mandalorian
everybody needs
season 2.
to let go of Boba Fett.
Season 2, Mandalorian.
I'm done with Boba Fett.
No. Let's go back to this movie real quick. Yeah. Luke's cameos were cool.
Oh, the other thing I had a problem with.
What?
We needed more Knights of Ren.
Yeah, they got bitched out.
Like,
I mean, that was cool. Kylo.
One fight scene.
What, Kylo?
Yeah, they needed one more fight scene. They needed one fight scene where they
were fucking people.
Were just destroying people. And
those weapons, Jesus Christ.
And then so that way, Kylo destroying all of them would have been even more like, oh shit, Kylo's on another level.
That was awesome that Kylo when he turned to Ben Kenobi. Not Ben Kenobi, Ben Solo. I was just like, yo, this guy's awesome.
He's such a good actor.
He's such a good actor.
Driver's amazing. Cause you could like see it like physically, his like
demeanor,
his whole expression, his demeanor was just like, I'm Ben Solo.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was like,
you are Ben Solo.
Yo, when he's with the lightsaber, I was like,
the Force check.
What is that? So what is that trick called? What is it called? Force.
I don't know. It's like a force transfer. Like they have a force
link.
What do you call it? Man, he had a name for it. I can't remember what.
Because so his power, he can teleport things. Like that's his main.
Well,
like,
they
force
can
power.
Transfer things to each other. Him and Rey, they have that connection.
That's so crazy.
Or something.
That's so crazy.
So that was all
when he ripped the thing up.
When she put it behind her back and he brought it up and he was like, "Y'all are fucked now."
For real.
It
was great.
That was great.
I like before he had the lightsaber do. He was doing some fighting. and he was just like throwing force bubbles. So the Knights are running pretty strong though because they were taking like some hits.
Yeah. But
the force
it wasn't enough especially because that fight was like in a montage, was going back and forth. It wasn't even the focus. The Knights of Ren did dirty, and that's mostly because of Rian Johnson. But
did you think Rey was gonna be Palps? Rey Palps?
No.
I called that shit. I'm sorry.
You didn't call it.
I called it.
No.
Yes, I did.
I told Kate. I was like, as soon as we looked.
I called it.
I was like, Chad's gonna act like he called this shit, and he did it.
Yes, I did.
He did not.
Yes, I did.
I knew it. I told her. I was like, Chad's gonna call it.
I'm going to find the clip of me saying
go ahead and do
Palps is the Palps clean. The clone.
Happening.
The Palps clone.
You can't.
I thought she was Palps clone. I thought she was gonna be Palps
thought she was
that's
a clone.
that's why I thought she was a clone of Palps. Which she kind of is. I mean, I guess.
I don't think anybody thought Palps was getting any action.
It's crazy.
The way he looked. Who was
I mean,
that guy?
how fucked up of a father you got to be for your son to run away and like be like, I have no name.
Well, he's Palpatine.
Yeah.
He's Hitler.
He's Hitler. For real. He's the Hitler. Those fucking Death Star ships though. Jesus Christ.
Every ship had a gun.
When they were all dying and shit, I was like, oh no, nobody's gonna come help him. Oh man.
That was yeah, but I feel like we skipped over the force battle over the transport ship.
Yeah.
When that lightning came out of her hand,
I was like, oh no, they killed Chewie.
So cool, and then you're just like,
Chewie's dead. Oh my god.
When they said we have a prisoner, I was like, yes, Chewie's back. Because I was like, there's no way they killed Chewie off camera. I
mean, they kill everyone else, everybody from the old prequels, like, oh yeah, not prequels, sequels, old sequels.
Battle on this was the ocean moon of Endor.
Yeah.
So we had the Forest Moon of Endor and Return of Jedi, and this is the Ocean Moon of Endor. I just love that Endor has all these single biome moons.
Is that crazy?
But that lightsaber battle on there was awesome. Especially when they had when they both stopped each other's lightsabers using the Force.
Oh yeah.
And you just saw the lightsaber like fade, like getting dragged. Oh my god.
That was so good.
So good, so good. Didn't break maybe it broke my top 5 in the 5th spot of lightsaber battles.
Which one? That one on there?
Yeah, but then that was really the only lightsaber battle we got in this, right?
I don't care. Christian Hayden, Christian, what's his name?
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen versus freaking Ewan McGregor or whatever.
Yes.
That was the best.
That's the best one.
However,
If I had my top five, I know my top 3. My top 3 is that's number 1. There's somebody, my number 2 is just right there. Is the obviously Duel of Fates battle with Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, is it both of them or is it like that one?
No, that whole thing.
I just watched Phantom Menace with Liam, and I'm like, man, Ewan McGregor and what's his name were going at it, bro.
And
they were
Darth Maul?
Darth Maul.
Yeah.
He was hitting, bang, 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 bang.
Ewan McGregor was
shit.
amazing.
Oh, he was great.
The fact that he was in the lesser trilogy is a crime to.
We're getting him again though.
To cinema because he was a perfect Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it's really a crime that he has to be synonymous with that trilogy. But at no point was it his fault that trilogy wasn't.
Well, they're bringing Darth Maul back too for
a
prequel, for a Disney Plus thing.
Okay,
so
cool.
I wonder if
I'll take as much Darth Maul.
I hope they do that.
I
hope they do that battle in live action. Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan.
What, the final one? Or
maybe another competition they have.
I hope so. I hope they do because they need another good battle. But
they were pretty much friends at the end. He was like my old friend.
Number 1,
please.
So Obi-Wan, Anakin, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul, and my number 3 is the throne room scene with Kylo and Rey versus the
red people,
the red guards.
Yeah, red guards.
That scene was.
Oh yeah, it was
amazing.
Awesome. That was wrong.
Oh my god!
Oh
and then,
my god! Yeah.
I don't know what 4 and 5 would be.
What else is on there? No, just top 3.
None of the battles from the original trilogy do anything for me. I saw somebody on Twitter saying that the best lightsaber battle was Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in the first Star Wars movie.
That was the worst.
That was the single worst lightsaber battle of all time.
Have you seen the guy that re-edited that and like added scenes to it?
Oh no,
it's really good. He did a really good job.
I was just like, this guy on Twitter was like, in terms of what it meant to the universe, it was so emotional. There was so much emotional weight behind it. I was like, no,
you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, nobody knew what was happening. Yeah. He tried to be like, I saw it in theaters. This is what he says. I saw it in theaters, and everybody in that theater knew we were watching something bigger than what we were watching, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house. I was like, stop it right now. Nobody had any idea.
What's his name? Didn't even want to do the movie.
He was sacked. Yeah, Alligator is what they didn't
even do the shit movie.
I thought this guy was really fighting for that as one of the best. That's not even whatever. I don't know how many lightsaber battles there are, but it's not even close. Yeah, he was like poking Darth Vader with a stick.
Oh, you know what?
Rey Kylo in Force Awakens.
No.
In the woods.
If you want to count a lightsaber battle, I would count that Darth Vader going through everybody on Rogue One.
That wasn't a battle.
One-sided battle.
That was a slaughter.
That
wasn't a battle.
That is my top. Okay, if we're doing lightsaber moments, that's my number 1 forever.
Him going through is Attack of the Clones in the arena.
When all those Jedi were fighting?
That's just a lightsaber moment when everybody lights up. Oh my god. That was just like...
The mad Jedi at that time. In the Sith.
But number 2 would definitely be Vader just...
Yoda versus Palpatine was good too.
Yoda versus Palpatine was good.
That was a good fight. I mean, even though Yoda fucking fucked up. They should have made that shit drawn out a little bit more. How cool would it have been if if they went to strike Palpatine, and the lightsaber just popped and stopped red one, and you looked, and it was Luke, but like a clone version of him, and then a clone version of Hayden Christensen, and they were like, and it was like dun 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 dun.
That would have no. It's
Duel,
so cheesy.
duel of face. Why didn't you have come back once? Just one time left.
That
chance.
Score is perfect where it is, and it's that's another.
That's not a duel of fates right there. Palpatine versus those two.
Duel of Fates and Obi-Wan and Ewan McGregor are the two biggest crimes in cinema history because they're both associated with
So good.
prequel trilogy.
You could, yeah. That's the best. That is the best score of all time. Duel of Fates.
Duel of Fates is. I listened to it twice this week in the car.
It's so good.
Well, the one day I had it on repeat, I listened to it like 4 times in a row.
So good.
But
so good.
it's so good.
I want to go see what's the name in like I want to go
concert.
see
Yes.
concert. Yeah.
Yes.
Because apparently he plays the movies.
Yeah,
like,
he does. Yeah, in the back, the scenes in the backgrounds, he does.
Did you see the ones where he had the two guys come out and do like fight with lightsabers? Oh, so good.
Where would you?
Oh, at the end. Okay.
Rank
Well,
Rise of Skywalker.
Boba Freak. What's it? Baby Freak. What is it? Baby Freak. That is. We didn't finish. That's the last thing I got to put in there. That guy. Amazing.
Actually, C-3PO was great in this movie too.
Oh yeah.
His
acting,
especially in that scene. But he was C-3PO.
I want to see all my friends
great this
one last time.
Yes, that was real sad too.
That was. But then he was like.
Then we got him back.
Yeah, back because.
But he was hilarious as non-C-3PO C-3PO.
If anybody wants to be mad at anything, be R2-D2. He really didn't do shit in this whole movie.
R2-D2 did not do shit in this movie.
No, he was just
this
there.
was all C-3PO, BB-8.
He's like, Luke's dead,
And
so I know they do.
what's his
Oh,
the little role?
BB-8.
No, the BB-8's little friend.
BD-1.
Dev or
Oh, BD-1 is from the video game.
he had a name, Dem or Dev.
The wheel baby thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
that thing. He was. Really
No.
But
Don't touch me.
what was it? Boba Freak?
Bebe Freak?
Boba Bebe? Something like that.
Celtic Freak.
Hilarious.
Boba Freck.
When he said, "Oh, I know Boba Freak. He's my oldest friend." The first thing he met. Oh my god.
It's so
that thing
funny.
was hilarious.
That was good, man. But all right. Well, I guess. What do you rank this movie in your top? Is it okay? What is? Yeah. Where do you rank this movie, and what does it push back?
Man. I would. I'm trying to think what my favorite Star. It's so hard to pick my favorite Star Wars movie, but my top 3 are still. No, it might be my top 4.
Really?
Top 3, top 4. I have Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. Rogue One. And this movie, and Rise of Skywalker. And Revenge of the Sith. Those are my top 5. I love Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I think Revenge of the Sith is my number 1.
What?
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is my number 1, bro.
Revenge of the Sith over Rogue One?
Yeah, yeah, because you know what? Revenge of the Sith.
Rise of Skywalker 4. I'm gonna put. It's hard. Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, but Rogue One. Those are like my 3. Like, damn, those are good movies.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be for me. It's Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. Rogue One has to be number 2 because I love that fucking movie to death.
Rogue One's amazing.
It's an amazing movie. Revenge of the Sith. Rogue One.
I think Revenge of the Sith.
Force Awakens.
Most.
Force Awakens is definitely up there
Force
too.
Awakens is awesome.
That's good. Return of the Jedi.
The Force Awakens I would have higher if it wasn't such a remake.
Yeah.
It would be way higher.
Can we count Mando? Can we count Mando? Mando should be counted.
No, it's not a movie. It's a TV show.
Shit, it could be a movie. Maybe you just put all the episodes together.
No.
Movie. It definitely has to be Return of the Jedi and then Empire. Yeah. Yeah.
So no Rise of Skywalker in your top 5.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. So Return of the Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. It's definitely my top 5 now.
Empire's not your top 5? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Empire's in my top 5. Because there's only so much of Empire I liked. To be honest, like the only reason I liked Empire so much as a kid.
Battle of Hoth?
Yeah, but that's what I watched, and now we like fast forward. Let me fast forward to when Luke says, "I'm your father." Oh, and that's it. And then it's just like, okay, what else you got in the movie? What else you got?
You're gonna make some people angry.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back is not in your top 5.
Nah, it's not. It got pushed out for this movie.
Woo!
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
But I give this movie, to be honest, I give this movie a 5 out of 5 to me.
5 out of 5?
Yeah. I give it 5 out of 5.
And it's in your top 5 Star Wars movies?
Yeah, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5.
5 rank. Oh, I thought you were giving
5 out of 5.
I thought you were
I'm breaking the movie real quick. I give this movie a 5 out of 5 because, you know what?
You're rating this movie?
I'm rating
5
movie.
out of 5.
5 out of 5.
You liked it.
I really love this movie.
I do too.
You know, here's the thing. I left the movie theater.
When did we start doing out of 5?
So we should start doing it now.
Man.
What did we used to do?
Out of 10. We've always done out of 10.
Okay. So out of 10, I would do. Okay, out of 10, I would do a 10 out of 10. Honestly, the reason why is it started great. It ended a great story that we had, and now it's starting a new beginning. And it's everything a story should like a last movie should be, just like Harry Potter. The freaking last 2 movies, it ended the story, and it makes you think about what's coming next. Right? You know, that's a great ending. You know, I've seen movies that are bad and have ended movies terribly. You know what I'm saying? Endgame. Even Endgame itself, like that movie, you know.
Endgame is a
it made you.
out of 10.
Yeah, it ended.
Endgame,
it makes you think about it.
Endgame is on its own. Endgame has its special. It's like
it really does.
Like golden ranking.
It's nerd heaven.
Not even a.
It
doesn't even. It's infinity.
It's infinity. This movie was great.
Endgame is infinity.
It's compared to that. It was. If I was looking at my top,
I'll give it a 9.
9. Because
I can't give it a 10 just because to give a movie a 10 is not. I'm not even basing it on how much. It's just it has to have something that's like, man, I can watch that movie anytime, and I could watch this movie again. But
yeah.
10 out of 10 for me is a movie I'll just watch all the time.
Well, how about this? I'll rephrase what I'm saying. 10 out of 10 because I said the way it went. It started, it ended. It did a great job. If I was ranking with nitpicking and stuff that I didn't like, I'd probably go 8.5 out of 10. So that's my real score. 8.5 out of 10 because as a movie itself.
So you think it did the job?
It did the job, which is the 10 out of 10 doing the job.
I think it did the job too.
If we were going to that, it would be 10. But if I'm going with the whole movie, if I was grading as a movie, it's an 8.5.
Okay.
Because there are some missteps in there. Like, the whole Poe, we didn't really get into Poe, and they kind of hinted at it every scene, you were like, you gonna do something weird. You gonna do it. You gonna do it. You gonna kiss him, aren't you? You gonna kiss him. And then he goes, oh, baby, did you to a girl? And this is like, oh. All right, well, I guess,
Wait, what are you talking about?
Poe and Finn. Like, you didn't feel that? You didn't feel that through the whole movie?
No.
Tristan even felt that shit. We were just like, they gonna kiss.
No.
They gonna hook up. These guys like each other.
Wow.
But then they, because everyone was like, there is a gay relationship in through the movie, and everyone was waiting like, oh, there's them two, and then it turns out just being the 2 girls at the end hooking up. But yeah, so I mean, there's missteps like that. Like it's just certain things.
I love how they snuck that in there at the end.
It was like, yeah,
get 2 women kissing, and focus
right there.
On it. It was great. It was funny.
I wish they did more on that planet. It was really interesting with Felicity.
Felicity? Who's Felicity?
The girl with the mask.
Oh.
That Poe trying to bang.
Oh.
Kind of
I know, it was good. It was good.
You know?
That was great that at the end, when they see, like catch each other's eyes across, like, he's like,
no.
not happening.
He's like, damn it.
That was
no
really
buds.
funny.
Yeah, so.
What do you think, why am I forgetting his name right now? Finn.
He's force sensitive. He's going to be a Jedi.
No, but I was saying, what do you think he wanted to tell her?
Oh, yeah, he's force sensitive. They said it. It came out.
It did?
Yeah, they said that he wanted to tell her he was force sensitive before she died, or just anything.
It just seems like something weird.
Yeah, yes, he kept. It wasn't because he loved her, because he.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that.
Yeah, it's because she was
I
force
thought
sensitive.
that it was force sensitive. I just thought like that was a weird time. Like, wait, I have to tell you.
Well,
Why?
he said it's beginning stronger, stronger. If you look through all the movies,
No, he's definitely.
he's like, I can feel what's going on with her right now. So he knew everything was going on. So, yeah, the movie was good, man. Everybody, all the haters can go kick rocks. I really don't care.
You guys gotta deal with.
Star Wars is in a good place.
Yeah,
And everybody can kiss my butt. I mean, we have Mark Hamill stirring the pot in the beginning. Was like, don't go see this movie. Go watch it for duty. Because he's mad because Luke didn't have his.
He's mad because he didn't get his way. He didn't get
like a Luke lightsaber battle. But he kind of did because, I forgot about that lightsaber battle on in Return of the Jedi. That wasn't too bad either. Luke versus Kylo.
In Return of the Jedi.
No, Return of the Jedi. I'm sorry.
In The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Return of the Jedi lightsaber battle wasn't that bad either. It wasn't. I mean, look.
See what they would do. What they do
with the prequels did with lightsabers.
No, what they do with Darth Vader himself, dude.
Oh yeah. And then
the video games.
Everything from the prequels on lightsaber battles. There's nothing in the original trilogy that can touch a lightsaber battle from 1999 on.
If I can request one thing, do a Darth Vader movie where he's hunting all the Jedi.
That'd be dope.
Have him go.
Just show like vicious Darth Vader.
Or just do a Disney Plus series where Darth Vader just eliminating Jedi.
You could do a Darth Vader series.
I'd be cool with that. I'd watch the show that. They know what they got.
Just because, like, and see, this is gonna be the thing. If they do a Darth Vader series on Disney Plus, people are gonna want too much out of it. It's like there's only so much you can do because his arc is done.
Yeah, but you can bring Hayden Christensen back, which everybody wants. I want him back, man. He was great. The last movie, he was great. Like, people are not giving him too much credit.
I know he's a great
actor. He went from good to I don't know what I am to I'm evil as shit.
They screwed him in those movies. One, because it felt like him and Natalie Portman met right before they shot their scenes together because their chemistry was horrendous. And the writing was obviously just not as good as it was. Or it is now. So he got royally screwed.
Oh yeah.
Plus, when he came in on the second movie, and they were already catching all kinds of shit for Phantom Menace. So
because they hate that
came
little
into
kid.
an impossible situation.
You ever heard about having a little kid? He went to he quit acting because people destroyed his life. Star Wars fans destroyed his life.
Well,
he's a little child.
Terrible.
Ruined his life. I hate Star Wars people sometimes.
The hard be a better actor.
Well, we have no more Star Wars to watch now because Mandalorian's finished. This is finished. So there goes everybody. You just ruined everything. Everybody wants to be mad.
It's okay.
You know what you do got? You got Star Trek.
Oh shit.
No? Yeah. Picard. That's what it's called. Nope. Nobody cares about that. All right. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this gives you some insight of watching this movie and going to help this movie prosper. And the DVDs release is coming out.
Let us know where you rank this movie.
Facts.
And your top 3 lightsaber battles.
Yes.
Because I'm intrigued.
Yes.
I think my 3 is the best 3.
Well, I'm about to show Ben the Old Republic cinematics, and he's gonna lose his damn mind. Real quick.
First, we're gonna watch Star Wars Stormtrooper at the bar.
Or we're gonna watch the new Griffey video that he just put out 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, check that too.
Yeah. All right, guys. Peace.
Later.